Welcome back, folks, to Investor Diaries. Hope you've been enjoying the content that we've been providing to you in 2022. If you've not already done so, please smash the subscribe button right now to make sure that you get notified of all the latest and greatest content on Investor Diaries.
Now, today, we want to talk about a world-renowned industry giant that over a decade ago enjoyed its peak share prices. In 2008, it was almost $140. The company suffered a steep decline since 2008, and the stock has been trailing around $10 since 2012. Yes, we are talking about the renowned BlackBerry, and we'll talk all about the company's prospects and the stock in today's video.
So, BlackBerry's core operations, cybersecurity, and Internet of Things hold strong long-term growth prospects. Now, BlackBerry might not be the frontrunner that it once was, but it has started looking like a growth company all over again.
That's right, Appy. The company holds optimistic promises for long-term investors. However, the volatility surrounding the company's stock price makes it unsuitable for risk-averse investors. Like any growth company, BlackBerry comes with its risks, but its aggressive innovation is likely to pay off as healthy returns in the long run if investors are willing to hold off for the long play.
So let's look at a brief company overview. BlackBerry essentially specializes in providing cybersecurity, safety, data privacy, endpoint security, endpoint management, encryption, embedded systems, and related services through AI and machine learning.
The company's revenue streams have been divided into three segments. First, cybersecurity, as Appy talked about. This segment consists of BlackBerry Spark, AtHoc, Alert, and Secure Suite software platforms. Revenue is generated predominantly through software licenses, commonly bundled with support, maintenance, and professional services. Revenue generated for the quarter was $120 million, which represents 68.5% of the total revenue.
Second, let's talk Internet of Things. This includes QNX, Certicom, Radar, IVY, and other IoT applications. Now, revenue generated for the previous quarter was $40 million, which is roughly 23% of BlackBerry's total revenue.
Now, third, licensing and others. Licensing consists of intellectual property arrangements and settlement awards. Others include the company's legacy service excess fees, which is SAF business. Revenue generated for this segment was $15 million, which represented 8.5% of the total revenue. The BlackBerry stock is currently being traded a little over $7 per share, with a market cap of approximately $5 billion.
Now, let's be real about BlackBerry. The BlackBerry that placed all its bet on smartphones is now long gone, and it has very smartly pivoted towards the growing cybersecurity industry. According to Research and Markets, the global cybersecurity market was valued at $183.34 billion in 2020 and is predicted to reach $539.78 billion by 2030, with a compounded annual growth rate of 11.6% from 2021 to 2030. BlackBerry is also looking to capture a significant chunk of this market through aggressive innovation and partnerships.
That's right, Appy. Cybersecurity is the company's most lucrative revenue stream, with second quarter revenue of $120 million and a gross margin of 59%.
Their recent accomplishments, such as being ranked the best new endpoint protection solution, being awarded AAA rating in breach response tests, multiple awards from Cybersecurity Excellence Awards, including the Best Automotive Industry Solutions and Best Cybersecurity Companies. These are all a testament in the market of BlackBerry's competence.
Now let's talk a little bit about BlackBerry IVY, or the progressing IoT segment. In late 2020, BlackBerry and Amazon Web Services signaled a multi-year deal to develop and market BlackBerry IVY. The software is planned for a commercial release in Feb 2022, with installations of BlackBerry IVY to begin in 2023 model year vehicles.
According to AWS, the software allows automakers to provide a consistent and secure way to read vehicle sensor data, normalize it, and create actionable insights from that data, both locally and in the cloud.
Automakers can use this information to create responsive in-vehicle services that enhance driver and passenger experiences, as well as provide valuable product insights back to the manufacturer.
Now, the software is compatible with every kind of vehicle and platform, as it's going to be embedded into the vehicle system, but managed and configured from the cloud. In June, BlackBerry announced that its QNX safety certified software is embedded globally in over 195 million vehicles.
Some of the major automakers, including BMW, Bosch, Ford, GM, Honda, Mercedes, Toyota, and Volkswagen, used QNX software for their forward-looking systems, including advanced driver assistance systems, digital cockpits, and secure data gateways.
Similarly, 24 of the 25 EV original equipment manufacturer OEMs, who represent 82% of global EV production, they actually use the QNX software for vehicles.
And as we have previously discussed on this channel, EV vehicles are on the rise. And IVY intends to solve many problems with its cross-platform solution. Investors need to be critically on the lookout for this because IVY plans to leverage the QNX software's reach and EV industry's growth to penetrate the auto industry.
So let's now look at some growth aspects. At first glance, its financial performance seems under significant stress due to its reported loss of $141 million. However, as the company is already reported, almost half of the loss was due to a non-cash $67 million accounting adjustment to the fair value of the convertible debentures it holds.
BlackBerry had entered into negotiations in the fourth quarter of fiscal 2021 for potential sale of a portion of the company's patent portfolio, with no agreement in sight. It's worth mentioning that the company has disclosed little to nothing about the ongoing negotiations. What we know is essentially that there are exclusive confidential negotiations with a North American company, and two, the segment sales have dropped sharply since the negotiations began.
Now, this whole thing might seem very unusual. Negotiations take place all the time, but of course, that doesn't really mean that while the talks or conversations are actually taking place, the associated business is shut down.
All right, so now what's the Investor Diary's recommendation? BlackBerry may not be the industry leader it once was, but it has taken proper steps in the right direction by stepping inside the future industry. Their products leverage growth of digital age, including the electric vehicles industry.
Although the IoT solution segment and the IVI platform in specific seems to offer great potential, it's just too big of a risk right now to bet on. We at Investor Diaries would have liked the management to sell the other divisions, that is cybersecurity and licensing, and solely focus on Internet of Things.
That's right, Appy. The cybersecurity segment currently contributes to a large portion of their revenue, but it is not a leader in the space, and it's a very crowded space with some of the leaders like CrowdStrike playing in the space. And folks, if you want to learn more about CrowdStrike, we did a video on this previous weeks and we'll put a link in the description. Now, selling cybersecurity segment would have firmed up company's position in markets and amongst investors and provided the company with a greater chance to success. BlackBerry did have some momentum trading with the meme stock crowd piling in, but that will not last forever.
But in the end, the same old story just continues for BlackBerry. The headline numbers showed beats after dramatically reduced estimates. But the internal figures actually did not show too much of improvement. So we were not so encouraged by what we saw in BlackBerry's results.
Additionally, management has not been able to seal a patent deal, and Q4 revenue guidance was much weaker than the street was hoping for. While we should see the top line grow a bit next year, not enough progress is being made yet.
Well, perhaps the stock can rally next month if a patent deal is finally announced. But until then, there isn't a major positive catalyst that investors can cling to. We at Investor Diaries would give BlackBerry a pass for now until we see further signs of growth. So from our perspective, please do not buy BlackBerry stock right now. It's too risky, it's too volatile, and your money is not safe at BlackBerry.
That's a wrap for today, folks. Please let us know how you enjoyed this video. And let us know if you are in BlackBerry stock or if you're selling BlackBerry. Until next time, as always, stay tuned and stay focused.
Thank you so much.